because guests will be able to stay in Prince's bedroom, which we've restored to look exactly like it did in the film. Again, this is an actual house from the film in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we handcrafted everything in this house, from the perfume bottles to Prince's iconic sunglasses, the vanity mirror, and those bedroom eyes on the wall. Now, we worked at Prince's estate to include the actual wardrobe and instruments, and you're going to be hosted by Wendy and Lisa from The Revolution, Prince's band. But that's not all, because you will get to listen to unreleased tracks from Prince's collection that have never been heard before. No fan has ever been able to do this. And this is the Purple Rain House, our second icon. The third icon is actually in the room with us right now. Kabi LeMay. Now, Kabi's story is incredible because 4 years ago, he was living with his parents, and today, he is the biggest TikTok star in the world. He has more followers than anybody. Between him and I together, we have 160 million TikTok followers, and he has 160 of them. And he's done this all without speaking. So, Kabi's also an avid gamer. He's got his own character on Fortnite, and Kabi's ideal night is gaming, making TikTok videos, and eating pizza with friends. And that's what he's going to do with you. Because you'll travel to Milan, Italy, where Kabi lives, to stay in this one-of-a-kind gaming loft that he's designed, which he decked out with all of his favorite things. You're gonna be able to get pizza, his favorite pizza shop. You'll stay up late making TikTok videos and gaming. This is Kabi up close and personal. All right, that was the third one. All right, this next one is pretty crazy. You ready? Number 4, X-Men. Yeah, there we go. X-Men is one of the most beloved franchises of all time. And Marvel just released X-Men 97. Now, this is a 2D animated series that's a continuation from the popular series from the 90s. Now, in the series, there's a house that some of you may be aware of called the X-Mansion. And this is where Professor X trains the mutants. Okay, so here's the crazy thing. This house takes place in the series in Westchester County, New York. So we had this crazy idea. We said, what if we went to Westchester County and looked at every single home in the entire county, and is there one house that looks just like this? And it turns out there is. And you can spend the night there, living and training like the X-Men. But this is not the mind-blowing part. This is the mind-blowing part. You will feel like you're inside of a comic, because we painted every surface of this house to feel like you're in a 2D animation. This is not a rendering. This is an actual photo of the house we created. It feels like an illusion, but it's real. And to pull this off, every surface in the house was painted by hand, even the plants. This is Josh, the artist, who personally painted more than 100 props in the house. Each took over 1 hour to paint. This room alone took 2 weeks to build and paint. Now, you're going to begin your adventure here, gearing up in the ready room. I love this outfit. You'll get a little welcome video by Jubilee. Then you'll head to the war room, where mutants prepare for battle. You can try on Cerebro, this helmet, and then you'll head to the Beast Lab, where you'll create your own potions to enhance your mutant powers. Again, this is a photograph. This is not a rendering. This is what it looks like when you walk inside, as is this. You'll go to the danger room to train for your mission and work with professional stunt coordinators. Look at these lasers that we built. You can stay in Wolverine's bedroom. You can see there's claw marks throughout the room. This is where I think I would stay, Julie's bedroom. It feels like a time capsule from the 90s. And to make it feel like the 90s, we even worked with Microsoft to get their old operating systems from 30 years ago. We have working boom boxes with collections of CDs. Now, for those of you a little younger, CDs were these physical artifacts that used to host music. They were really cool, actually. And at the end of your mission, you'll go to Professor X's study to get your diploma from the Institute for Higher Learning. This is the X Mansion, our fourth icon. All right, number 5. You ready? Janhvi Kapoor. Janhvi Kapoor is one of the biggest stars in Bollywood. She's from Bollywood's most legendary family. And her family has a home here in Chennai, India. And it's never been seen by the public until now. For the first time ever, she's opening her doors. And when you arrive, Janhvi will give you a personal tour. She'll walk you through her latest skincare routine and best Bollywood beauty secrets. You'll have dinner together, trying her favorite Southern Indian dishes. By the way, that painting was done by her mother. There's so many really cool touches in this house. You can end the night in this beautiful bedroom and wake up the next morning with breakfast and yoga by the ocean. And that is our 5th icon. All right, we're not even halfway there. Number 6, Ferrari. Ferrari is one of the most aspirational brands in the entire world. People don't just dream of owning a Ferrari, they dream of riding inside of one. And they're made here in Maranello, Italy, which is also home to the Ferrari Museum. Now, in this museum, they have every trophy they've ever won, as well as their latest models. What I'm about to show you might be the craziest bedroom ever created. Here it is. This is the bed, surrounded by 8 cars that have won championship races. And this room was designed and fabricated with the precision of a Ferrari. The metalwork surrounding this bed, if you were to line it up in a straight line, would go 3,000 meters, which is the exact length of a Ferrari track. The bedding is the same interior as the inside of a Ferrari, and it's painted with the latest Ferrari red. Now, when you're in bed and you look straight ahead, you will see 110 trophies that they've won. But this is more than just a night at the Ferrari Museum, because you're gonna be able to take a hot lap with professional driver Marc Genet and attend one of the biggest races as a VIP. So that's a night at the Ferrari Museum, our 6th icon. All right, number 7, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is one of the biggest names in all of comedy. He's one of the biggest stars in the world. He has in blockbuster movies. And when he performs, it's in front of giant audiences in stadiums and arenas. But now, he's performing to his smallest audience yet. 30 guests in a speakeasy comedy club that we've created. And he will host you for a tasting unlike any other. And when you're done with the tasting, you're going to look over the stage, and Kevin will perform a set. And then he'll invite his friends and fellow comedians on stage to close out the evening. And this is a night with Kevin Hart. All right. Number 8, this one's pretty crazy. Fade. Fade is one of the biggest reggaeton stars in the world. And he's been using Airbnb since he got started. And he approached us about doing something that he has never done before. He said he would like to allow his fans to join him on his tour and become a member of his crew. Now, this experience is totally wild because you're going to hit the tour with Fade and his crew for an entire week. You're going to ride in this neon green bus, which we've designed with Fade and his sister, and it's outfitted inside and out with furry, like everything. And you'll hang out with him and his friends on the bus. You'll join him for sound checks. You'll attend every show as a VIP. And you'll finish the night sleeping on the bus before starting the next day all over again. Now, there has never been an experience like this before, and you can join the tour by booking it on Airbnb this Friday. That's number 8. All right, we got a few more. Next is Inside Out 2. Now, yeah, it's a good one. In anticipation of the film's June 14th release, we invite you to an overnight stay at headquarters, the control center for Riley's emotions. Joy will be your host, and she'll welcome you to her vibrant world, and we've created rooms for each of the emotions, like joy, anger, and my personal favorite emotion, anxiety. Now, my team agrees. Now, this is Inside Out 2, our 9th icon. All right, 2 more. Number 10, Doja Cat. Doja Cat transcends genres as one of the biggest artists in the world. She performs on the world's largest stages, but for one night, she's going to perform on the world's smallest stage. Because for the first time ever, she will perform for 15 lucky guests in a living room performance. She'll take you through her creative process and approach to songwriting, and then you'll enjoy a once-in-a-lifetime private show, which could all of her favorite songs as well as tracks from her latest album. This is Doja Cat, like you have never seen her before. All right. We've got one more icon. You ready? Our 11th icon is the Musée d'Orsay. The Musée d'Orsay is an icon of Parisian culture, and it's most recognized for its famous clock towers. Now, these clock towers date back to the time when it was actually a railway station, before it was a museum. Now, on the other side of the clock is a room that used to look like this until we transformed it to look like this. This room was designed by the French architect and designer of the Olympic torch. Now, he even made a one-of-a-kind book just for you that chronicles the making of the torch. Now, everything in this room, all the objects and furniture, was designed by him. But the bedroom is just the beginning of your adventure, because you will be able to have the museum all to yourself. You're going to get a private tour of the museum's Impressionist collection, as well as Van Gogh's most important paintings, like the bedroom in Arles and Starry Night Over Rhone. I mean, this is quite literally a night in the museum. But it gets even better. Because when you step out on the bedroom terrace, this is your view. You're going to have a front row seat to the opening ceremony of the Olympics, which for the first time ever will not be a stadium, but on a river, the River Seine. And this will be the single best seat in the house for the entire Olympics.